Hey everyone, Ashley Josephine here. Today I'm going to offer you up a practice for stress and anxiety. Now, as always, there's the disclaimer: if anxiety is something that is a serious problem in your life, absolutely I suggest going to see a professional. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm here to offer you up the tools that yoga can offer to help you with the symptoms that you may be experiencing from stress and anxiety. So if you need to go seek out the help of a professional, absolutely do so. Yoga is a complementary practice to the help that you can get from doctors and mental health professionals. Okay, in my experience, oftentimes when people recommend yoga to help with symptoms of stress and anxiety, the first tools that are offered are tools like meditation. And while I love meditation and it's a huge part of my personal practice, in my personal experience as an instructor, offering up meditation first to people who are suffering from stress and anxiety is not helpful. In fact, many people that are suffering from stress and anxiety, their mind is moving 1,000,000 miles a minute. And asking them to just sit down and shut that off or quiet the mind, it's just not going to happen. So the practice that I'm going to share with you today is breath-based and movement-based, because often the people most prone to experiencing stress and anxiety are also people that are constantly on the go. And so giving people or meeting people where they're already on the go, give them movement-based practices. It's a nice way to introduce yoga. Now, after you do this practice, if you really love it and you continue to do things like it, you might find that over time you develop a appreciation for and the ability to meditate, and if so, that's wonderful. We'll start with this and just slowly make our way towards a tool like meditation later on down the road. We're going to start this practice today with breath. I'm going to introduce to you the three-part breath. The three-part breath is feeling the belly expand on the inhale, feeling the rib cage expand outward, and feeling the breath move all the way up into the chest. Oftentimes when we're suffering from stress and anxiety, the breath stays right in the chest and it's a very shallow breath. When we breathe down into the belly, it becomes much deeper. We're allowing the breath to move through the entire torso, and this helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest mode of the brain. It's going to help us move into a relaxation response. If it's helpful, close your eyes. If you'd rather keep them open, just focus on one point in front of you, a spot on the wall or on the floor. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice in these first breaths where you feel the breath moving in the body. Do you feel it all in the chest? Do you feel like your belly is expanding as you inhale? And reserve any judgment. There's no good or bad or right or wrong here. We're just noticing where we're at to set the baseline. Now actively bring awareness to your belly as you inhale. Feel your belly expand outward. Feel the rib cage expand to the side. Feel the chest rise. And then as you exhale, feel the belly draw back in towards the spine, the rib cage come back to neutral, and the chest drop down. Try that a couple more times. It's okay if it takes you a few rounds to get the hang of this. Breathing is commonly the hardest part of the yoga practice for anyone beginning. I highly encourage you to continue practicing this breathing, whether it be as part of this yoga practice or just in the course of your daily life, because it can really help lower your feeling and experience of stress. I'm going to offer you one other breathing practice. It's called left nostril breathing, and it's pretty simple, exactly as it sounds. You're going to place your thumb over your right nostril and breathe in and out only through the left side. Again, you can close your eyes or focus on one point. As you inhale, breathe in through the left nostril. And as you exhale, breathe out through the left nostril. Continue here. See if you can lengthen your inhales and your exhales. You can apply the same principles of the three-part breath as you inhale through the left nostril. Feel the belly, the rib cage, and the chest expand. As you exhale through the left nostril, feel the belly, the rib cage, and the chest draw back in. Try one more round here. Left nostril breathing is said to work because the left nostril is associated with the more relaxed side of the body, or the properties and qualities of the more relaxing side of the body. It comes from alternate nostril breathing, where we breathe in and out between the left and the right, in which case we're balancing the different energies of the body. The right energy side is more associated with an active energy, while the left energy side is more associated with a relaxing energy. So if we breathe just in and out through the left side, we're really emphasizing that relaxing energy of the body. Okay, let's start moving. Go ahead and lie down onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a nice little hug. You can rock side to side to massage your low back if you'd like. Release your hands down by your side. On your inhale, straighten your legs towards the ceiling. Really try to straighten the legs here, maybe get a nice hamstring stretch. And as you exhale, draw the knees back in towards the body. Move with the breath here. As you inhale, straighten the legs. As you exhale, bend the knees into the chest. Try this 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Again, inhale. Feel the core starting to work a little bit here as well as the legs. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knees in, draw the knees in with the hands, and then set the feet down on the ground. For bridge lifts, we'll try 5 here. Again, your arms are down by your side. Press into your feet. On your inhale, lift your arms and your hips up overhead. As you exhale, lower your hips and your arms down to the ground. Again, inhale, lift up. Press into the feet. Lift the hips high. As you exhale, lower down 1 vertebra at a time. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Using the glutes to squeeze the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. See if you can lift the hips and the arms at the same rate. So as you lower down, the hips and the arms rest down on the ground at the same time. 1 more. Move with the breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower back down. Then draw the knees into the chest. Either roll over onto one side or all the way up to seated onto your hands and your knees for tabletop position. Place your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hips. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest to find an arch in the spine. As you exhale, round the back, gaze towards your thighs. Really press into your palms and your knees. And follow your breath. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. 3 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. The key here is to sync your breath with your movement, so that we do kind of find a meditative quality to that movement, but our mind has something to focus on. Good. Come back to center. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Send the hips high. If you want here, you can walk out the legs, bending one knee and then the other. Sometimes that's a nice stretch on the back of the legs. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now step your right foot forward in between your hands. Pivot your back foot down to about 45 degrees. Rise up into warrior 1. Reach your arms up overhead. We'll add a movement component in here. So straighten your right leg. Take a deep breath in, look up. As you exhale, bend your knee, bring your arms down by your side. Then as you inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the leg, gaze up. As you exhale, bend the knee, reach the arms down. Try 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Really feel your feet on the ground underneath you, anchoring you into the ground. You might feel this stretch in the back leg. Do one more here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Now keep the knee bent, reach the arms back up overhead. As you exhale, hands to the ground, step right back into downward facing dog, and we'll switch sides. Step the left foot forward in between your hands, lower the back foot down, reach the arms up overhead. Make sure that your back foot is completely on the ground. So if you need to change the length of your stance or the angle of your back foot to make that happen, go for it. Straighten your left leg, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms back. Inhale, straighten, lift up. Exhale, bend, and sweep the hands back. Keep moving with the breath. Actively press your front foot into the ground as you straighten the leg like you're pressing the mat away from you. Do one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knee bent, reach the arms back up overhead. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Gaze forward in between your hands, walk to the top of the mat. Take a ragdoll for a moment, interlace your hands at opposite elbows, maybe sway side to side a little bit here. This can be nice for the hamstrings. You can also bend your knees a lot and get a nice little stretch in the lower back. Then release your hands down to the ground, press through the feet, inhale, rise all the way up to stand. As you exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. And then we keep moving. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips, come all the way down. Inhale, press through the feet, rise back up to stand. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up, using the core to support the low back, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, moving with the breath, exhale, fold, rise all the way back up, and bring the hands back together at heart center. Now inhale, reach the arms up, fold forward, step back, into a tabletop position, and then come into child's pose. Take the knees wide to the outside edges of your mat. Sink your hips down towards your heels and rest your forehead to the ground. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your inhale, press yourself forward all the way up into a sphinx or a cobra. Sphinx, your forearms stay on the ground. Cobra, your hands are back by your shoulders. Then as you exhale, press into the hands, come right back into child's pose. So as you inhale, stay low to the ground, slide forward, come up into cobra. You can straighten the arms if that feels okay on your lower back. As you exhale, back into child's pose. Keep engaging the core. Inhale, slide forward, rise up. That will help protect your low back. As you exhale, child's pose. Try one more here. Inhale, slide forward up into cobra. And exhale, land back in child's pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time, slide forward, but this time stay down on your belly. Moving into another back bend here, press the tops of your feet into the mat as you inhale, lift up, lift your palms. You're using the strength of your low back here. As you exhale, lower back down, and keep moving. As you inhale, lift up, core engaged. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, press the feet into the ground. Exhale, lower. And one more time. Inhale, lift up, draw the elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Take a deep breath in, relax your arms by your side. Then rise back up into tabletop. Come to seated. Take your legs straight out in front of you. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Grab hold of whatever you can reach here. Then inhale, reach back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. You can have your knees bent a little bit if you need. Keep moving with your breath. Do one more here. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, fold forward and stay in the seated forward fold for a moment. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can feel your breath in your lower back. That's how much you're expanding into the belly. Come back to that idea of the 3-part breath. Slowly rise back up to seated. Come to a comfortable seat like we began. Bring your hands together at your heart. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Feel your sit bones underneath you and sit up nice and tall. Maybe feel like you're an inch taller than when you began. Feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears, releasing any tension that you might be holding in your jaw. Take one more big breath in. Feel the belly, the rib cage, and the chest expand. And a big breath out through the mouth. Sigh it out. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this short practice. I hope you feel a little more elevated, a little bit less stressed, a little clearer, and a little more calm than when you began. As always, please let me know if you have any questions or feedback. I look forward to seeing you on or off the mat again soon. Namaste.